Hey there, boys and girls. Coach John here. And today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about one major aspect of my program. It's fasting. Today, Monday, the first day of the week, I call that No Food Monday. And that's the day of the week that I encourage people to work on their extended fast. So fasting is a major part of this program. And I have two types of fasting that I encourage my customers to engage with. Intermittent fasting is a fasting that I want my customers to strive to do every single day. I tell people that if you want to be fit, healthy for a lifetime, what we're really talking about is learning how to eat less food. We got to learn how to eat smaller meals. We got to learn how to be happy, healthy, and satisfied, fulfilled. A big part of being lean and strong and healthy for a lifetime really means finding peace and joy and happiness with the things that we have. Not so much what we want to get all the time, but it's to try and find a little more peace, satisfaction, acceptance with things as they are. This is where it begins. It's a loving of the self. And fasting is a big part of that. Learning how to be satisfied with what you have. Learning how to be satisfied with less. Less is more. It's kind of an oppositional idea to the consumerist idea that society tries to sell us on. You know, it's like, get more, get it now, get it fast. You're gonna miss it if you don't get it right now. This is how everything is sold to us. We need more to be healthy. We need to eat more. We need to buy more. We need to get more. Health is about something that I need to get. I'm never going to be happy, healthy, and well until I get this thing. This isn't the truth. The truth is that joy and happiness and health are within us, and we need to expose them, release them, allow them to come out by stopping for a minute some of the broken ideas that we have ingested and fallen into a habit of doing. One of the broken ideas that we've fallen into is this idea of eating all of the time. Health is eating. You're gonna be unhealthy if you don't eat. This is not true. Fasting is not unhealthy. Fasting is the healthiest thing that you can do. Skipping a meal is one of the healthiest things that you can do. Very few people, I'm almost 50. A lot of people at 50 can count the number of days on their hand that they've gone without eating food. This is what I call No Food Monday, the first day of the week. I encourage people one day of the week, I tell people, try not to eat today. Make it a thing that you make one day of the week that you try not to eat. The world just tries to sell us more stuff, tries to get us to get more, buy more, do more, eat more. Health is being able to eat more. I'm healthier and happier if I can eat more. I'm happier if I can eat more. Happiness is not food. This is the broken idea. Happiness isn't something outside of the self. We need to sit with that a little bit. We need to practice that a little bit. It's not always getting. We don't need to be unhappy because we don't have it right away. It's called deferred gratification. We need to learn it. It's an aspect of happiness. It's an aspect of fulfillment. Fasting is a practice. It's a discipline practice. It's a self-discipline practice. It is the pinnacle, the very best self-discipline practice that exists. A stopping, a ceasing of physical nourishment. So you're not taking in any physical nourishment, so the being has to be nourished from within itself or from around itself. So it forces you to gather nourishment in another way. Because of course, if I'm not eating today, but I'm moving about, somehow I must be getting that nourishment in some other way. So it's to train the body to learn how to gather nourishment from within, from around us, and from choosing different kinds of nourishment rather than cooked and processed foods. How about live foods? How about raw foods? When we do engage in food, let's see if we can engage in live, high energy foods. Foods that contain life force. But hey, I'm not talking about fooding today. I'm talking about unfooding. I'm talking about fasting today. I'm talking about taking a break from food, stopping the physical nourishment so that I can become more aware of the subtle and gentle nourishing forces that are within me and that are around me. Staying still for a minute allows energies that are within my body that would normally be used for the digestive processes to work my liver, to work my digestive organs, my stomach, my small intestines, my kidneys, my other organs, my gallbladder, other organs, all in my internal middle. The energy that would normally be used for those digestive organs can now be diverted to energy for thinking, to energy for healing, to energies of other things. Like I can take the energy that I would normally be using to digest food today, and I can redirect that energy to think about something different. Think about my future. Think about tomorrow, the way that I want it to be. I could spend some time doing some goal setting. I could spend some time becoming thankful, coming into a different energy in mind with different thoughts. I can choose thoughts of higher frequency or higher vibration. So daily fasting is a big part of the program. I like everyone to be fasting a minimum of 14 to 16 hours a day. So trying to put dinner away, as early as you can. If you can finish dinner by 6 or 7 or 8 p.m., and then trying to stay empty 14, 15, 16 hours a day at least, so that we're eating in a small 8-hour window. So I'd like you to eat within 8 hours. That's a smaller eating window. If you can get that eating window to 6 hours or 4 hours or 2 hours, wonderful. I want to shrink that eating window as small as I can so that we spend as much time as we can in emptiness. If I shrink my eating window as small as we can, then I've got more time all night, early in the morning up until I eat. I've got more time in emptiness. I want to spend more time in emptiness. If I want to get lean, strong, and healthy, I want to spend more time in emptiness. I want to allow the body to detoxify. I want to give the body's blood sugar time to settle, get down low. That's when the body releases more growth hormones, more testosterone, more epinephrine. These are times when the body will be more able to create the physiology within that's most appropriate for high energy days, high energy thoughts, the brain neurotransmitters. All of these things are stimulated by fasting, by emptiness. So creating the right thoughts and words comes from the practice of fasting. It's a result of the practice. So until you practice it for a while, you won't recognize the benefit of it. So we need to do intermittent fasting daily, starting at 14 to 16 hours a day of fasting. And one day a week, I want you to go for an extended fast. They say no food Monday. I want you to go 24 hours without solid foods. If you can manage on water, distilled water, if you can manage on the distilled waters that are in fruits, fruit juice, or the distilled waters that are in vegetables, vegetable juices, raw juice. If you can get it from raw juices, distilled water, fruit smoothies, if you can take liquid meals for 24 hours, a minimum of 24 hours of liquid meals. We're going to take a break from the solid foods. We stop chewing. Stopping the chewing reduces the digestive effort, the digestive work. When we stop digesting, we divert the energies from digestion. That energy gets made available to the thoughts and to the healing process. So emotional healing can occur. This is what natural healing's about. It's about emotional healing. It's about a change of mind that allows low frequency energy to be brought up, brought to the light, risen in frequency and vibration. We're picking up the frequency and vibration of the being by engaging in thoughts and words and actions that expand the being, that rise up the frequency and vibration of the being. So it's raw foods, high energy foods, it's fasting, daily fasting, intermittent fasting, and once a week we're working on our extended fasting, 1 to 4 days without food, or without solid food, or without cooked food. Maybe we can eat 1 meal a day, Monday through Thursday. Possible. Maybe we could have 2 liquid meals, raw juice for breakfast or for lunch, smoothies for breakfast or for lunch, and then 1 meal, a raw food meal, fruits or vegetables, salads, vegan meal, or maybe 1 cooked meal, 1 cooked and processed meal once a day, and 2 liquid meals. Possible? It's up to you. Let's talk about it. Let's have a little dialogue. Let's practice some daily fasting. Let's practice eating raw foods as best we can. Let's have a little back and forth chit-chat about it between you and I and determine what's very best for you. By working back and forth, we can personalize this program for you in the first 10 to 30 days. That first 21 days, I want to establish a new healthy habit with your exercise, with your thoughts, with your words, and with your nutrition. Coach John saying goodnight and saying have yourself a super awesome, terrific day, including your fasting.